necrotic grips. Yes. Hello, everyone. The internet line got ripped out because inclement weather, and I have no internet, so I'm using the phone's hotspot. So I thought today, instead of ruining someone else's day in PvP because I have garbage internet, let's do some legendary lost sectors. And I was doing them, and I thought to myself, you know, hey, why not just give like a little walkthrough on how I go about it, since you can get the necrotic grips now, and maybe a little bit of a hot ticket item in any case. So my build's quite simple, and it's actually just like a couple changes on my PvP mod setup, so you can build this however you want. However, there's 4 mods you're really going to need. You need an overload, and you need an anti-barrier, and you need thermal overload, and you need surge eater. These 2 work in tandem, and these 2 work in tandem. And I just use this hailing confusion because I like it, and I don't know, it's just cool. And I use Royal Chase because I also like it, and it's the one from the season pass. It's like you get it at like 14 or something. And then I use Anarchy as my heavy with Middle Tree Dawnblade with solar grenades. And it's really quite simple, and you can build this however else you want, you know. It's not the best or anything, but it works for me. And we'll go right into it here. We're going to jump right into this. So I tend to break this up into multiple sections, and I chop each section up mentally based on where an overload, like in between, not overload, but like champions. So right here we got 2 trash mobs right in the beginning, and an overload champion that spawns right here. So the way I handle this is I just kill them as they come. I got a Discord error there, that was pretty cool. It's because I'm on my hotspot, so I'm just gonna try to kill whatever I can here without taking a pointless death, you know. I don't expect to die too many times, if ever. Sometimes like the boss might stomp you out or something, right? And so I know that the guy is right here. He's definitely like right on this corner. So I'm just gonna take my time, kill trash mobs, and I'll lead into it with a grenade here in a moment. I'm gonna wait for him to probably come around the corner because it's just a lot safer that way. Like that. Lead into it with a grenade. I hit him, but it just didn't do enough damage, so we'll stun him here. Throw a grenade. It's pretty uncommon that he kind of goes this way. He normally just sits here. And we'll just work some damage into him. Wait a moment. Get another overload on him. Shoot some more of these. And he'll die. We'll finish it. Let's say if he doesn't die, we'll just finish him out here. So we're going to kill this Vandal. There's 2 Vandals that spawn here. So that's our first champion that we've killed. And I'm going to try to make it around this corner without getting killed. Went for my health regen. Try to kill this other Vandal. He's not there, so I'm going to throw a grenade at the heavy shank since they have solar shields. Shoot him with a little Anarchy. You don't have to be too generous with the Anarchy. You don't have to be too stingy either, since it's pretty commonly that you get heavy drops in this lost sector, which is pretty neat. Shoot the mines, so it's, I don't know, little annoying things. So that's like the first section. The next section here is I try to like plink down as much long range that I can before the champions spawn up. As you can see, they spawn up relatively early as soon as you step into this area and start like shooting people and whatnot. So I've gotten quite a few kills here. So this champion, or not champion, this captain here, he's got a arc shield. I'm gonna try to land an Anarchy over there to pop that shield. I missed that one. Take our reload. Typically, I'm not gonna go for another one, but I want to do it for the purpose of the video here. It's kind of good that he fell down, because now that means I can pretty much always have a line of sight. Sometimes he can be a little annoying and like run back there with the dregs. So I've got those guys, and then where I go from here is entirely up to me. Typically, if this guy's not here, I kill these 2. But it looks like he's here, so we're just gonna go right into the barrier servitor. I only landed 1 on it. Okay, so he blocked, or did the bubble. I'm gonna throw down my rift and shoot 1 more of these. 1 more set, rather. Saving my grenade here, it's just not worth it. Take my reload. Normally I don't want to go too low in the magazine there, because they could do another bubble, but it's, in my experience, is relatively uncommon. Peek around the corner, kill these 3 dregs, and this is the, you know, what I consider mentally the second part. Take out our dregs, a couple more shanks floating around. And as you can see, I'm just utilizing my cover. I'm taking my time. You know, you have plenty of time. And I know I'm a little over-leveled, but I was doing this at like 12:30, 12:29 with pretty relative comfort. Like, there was It wasn't uncomfortable at all. And there's no rush, you know, you can use as much anarchy as you need to, but you don't want to overuse it. And just through good cover manipulation and stuff like that, you know, it's very comfortable. I'm gonna try to jump and throw this. Typically, you don't want to jump around too much. It's grounded is the thing on this one. I'm gonna peek out, see if I can't get this Vandal here. It's a lot easier if you just take him out outright, because those snipes hit pretty comfortably. So I'm gonna try to get the disrupt on this guy immediately, so that I can come over here like this, throw a grenade, and then I'll get another disrupt. Reload my anarchy. I thought it was already reloaded. Take a couple shots here. Throw down my rift. I can jump up, throw it against the back wall there, and that'll get him again. Stop his regeneration. I can come around here, shoot 2 more. And you can see I'm just kind of like ping-pong in here. And at this point, he should be relatively low, so I can finish him. And pretty easy room there. I gotta get away from that. Those mines can spawn somewhat randomly, so you just want to pay attention to them. So this is a wretch room. This is pretty easy. I'm waiting for this mine to go away. It doesn't look like it wants to. You can go about this room in a couple different ways. Since you have this mod that lets you, it gives you your grenade back whenever you know, disrupt a champion. I just use my grenade here sometimes and just try to lasso as many as I can into it. And as you can see, like, I'm getting a lot of heavy here. And that's the end of the third part. So this is the fourth part. We've got a lot of Exploder Shanks, an Overload Champion, and a Vandal here. And this Vandal likes to ruin our day, so I try to get as much damage on him as possible before I start. So initially, the first set of Exploders is gonna spawn. This guy has a thing where he always, like, he'll go into cover and then run back out so you can wait for it, but sometimes he just, you know, is not your friend. So next spawn is gonna spawn here. Try to get some damage in early. Cool, we got some. Awesome. I think we got all of it. So normally you can just jump back like that. Sometimes they kind of take you by surprise. So I'm gonna just throw my grenade. Disrupted. Throw another grenade. Let it disrupt. If it doesn't, I still have my little disruptor shoots. But looks like we got it. The disruption just lasts a little longer than I had anticipated. In any case, we got it. So we've got plenty of anarchy, a whole stack even, and we're at the boss room now. So we're going to take out these 4 wretches here. And we're going to be using this little bit of cover so that I can still, you know, hold a relatively aggressive position, but I'm in cover and I'm not getting, you know, taking too much damage from the boss or anything like that. So move up, try to throw an anarchy on him, or 2. So we got a lot. Throw down the rift. And I'm going to be very mindful of killing trash mobs here while paying attention to where the boss is, so that, well, for number 2, or 1 and 2. Number 1, so that I don't get overwhelmed by ad gunfire, and number 2, so that I know if the boss is running up on me, I can reposition at a decent time. So I'm going to drop my well here because my rift expired. I want to try to take out the servitor sooner than later because the servitor is it's just not something I like to deal with, so I try to take it out as soon as possible. Usually just popping the shield with the Void Scout and gunning it down after putting an anarchy on it is more than enough. So I'm getting pretty decent control here on the ads, and the ads spawn based on the boss's health points. And it looks like the boss is gonna start running up on me, so I'm gonna try to get him to run away. That might not happen. So it looks like he ran away. I'm going to wait a second here. He kind of moved in a weird spot, and then there's like trash mobs spawning. So I'm just going to go ahead and take cover here on this perch. Put in some damage where I can. And it looks like he teleported away. So, and I also have my rift back. I'm going to get back up here because it's just a lot over there. So I want to either get here or here and drop my rift. And that's why initially I rotated out, is because I didn't have my rift up. And it, you know, generally just not safe. As you can see, I lost over half my health just off of like 2 bursts of bullets there. Still utilizing my cover here to the best of my abilities. Kind of break the servitor, shoot an anarchy at it, and just put some shots into it, and it should go down with no hassle there. Pretty easy. So again, in this position, I'm just gonna try plink off some ads where I can, being mindful of the boss here. Normally I want to use this grenade for damage, but my health points are super low, so I'm just gonna use it for health. When he stops his volley, I'm going to jump up here. So this is pretty unlucky. It's actually pretty rare that the boss will run up on you like this, but if it happens, you know, just be mindful. At this point, like, you typically have a lot of health points, so it's not usually too big of a threat. So he's getting immune, and that's why I like to take care of the servitor sooner than later. From this point, there's only going to be 2 more ad waves. This one, and the one that spawns after he dies. And, like, same thing as before, I'm just really putting in damage. Playing a little safer than I need to, admittedly. But, hey, you know, it's easier to play safe than it is to start over. So I gotta watch out for these grenades. These things are really annoying, man. Gonna try to land some of these. Careful of this wretch. Get my melee here for extra damage. Boss is dead. Super easy like that. But the fight's not entirely over, since I still have these wretches who deal a lot of damage at this level and at this modifier, so I'm gonna try to flank this guy down, throw a little anarchy on him, and finish off the rest of these guys. It helps that I have Firefly on this. So it's not over yet. That's the second, the last ad wave that I was talking about. That spawns after the boss dies. And this one's relatively simple. You're gonna get 2 wretches that pretty often rush you every single time, like after the boss dies. I notice that these guys literally always run up on me at this little post, this pack of tanks here, so let's go ahead and get it over with, and we'll walk to the chest, and right there, it's easy 10-minute run there. We get a nice Claws Ahamkara, very nice. So that's how I go about it. Nothing too crazy, as you can see. Very straightforward, and nice little 1 light upgrade. And I'll probably play a little bit of B-roll of just like a decent run I got. You know. So hopefully this helps out. If it doesn't, oh well, I'm not a PvE content creator.